Name is Lorenzo Thomas. I am 27 years old, and I got shot in the head. Wrong place, wrong time. A fighter's heart means to me that you're capable of handling yourself, and that you're strong enough to withstand anything that anyone has to say about you.
My name is Stacy Tucker. I am Lorenzo Thomas's mom. One night, I actually had a knock on my door, which sounded like the police. You know, when the police knocks on your door, it was a group of friends that he was with that evening. And they said to me, Lorenzo was shot. They didn't say where he was shot. They just said that he was shot. So I said, where is he? I ran down to the location of where he was, and he wasn't there. That time, the ambulance and everything took him to the hospital. It was a frantic evening, I tell you. Then from there, he was in a coma. He was in a coma for like 3 days. Woke up on the third day.
Lorenzo was a funny story. In January of 2019, he had called me up, and Lorenzo's speech was limited. Actually, over the phone, it sounded like I was speaking to a guy who had had a few drinks too many. But he had asked me about, you know, pricing. He had asked me about training at my gym, what time in the classes. So I gave him, like I give everybody, the times and the days and how much it cost. But as I said, he sounded like he had had a couple of drinks already. So I didn't know if it was a real conversation. I didn't know if the guy was for real. So I hung up the phone. That weekend came and went. A month or so goes by. Again, I get the third phone call. He calls me up and he says that he wants to train. But I was in the middle of training clients. I really didn't have time to play with him on the phone. So I was a little short with him on the phone. I said, listen, guy, you've called me before. If you want to come, you come. You don't want to come, please don't waste my time. I hung up the phone. Well, about 2 hours go by, and I saw him walk up to my front door on the walker. And right away, I'm like, that phone call, he must be that phone call. Oh man, did I feel bad.
KO Boxing has provided time and patience working with me, and I like the company that I'm receiving and the energy towards me.
So I didn't know what kind of limitations Lorenzo had. I didn't know what kind of injuries he had. I didn't know that he had been shot in the head. But I stood on that heavy bag behind you, and I tried to help him do what it is we do here. And you can see how hard he tried to do everything that I asked him to do. To see that, to see the effort that he was putting in, I don't get that effort out of all my students. I'd like to say I do, but I don't.
Lorenzo happened to come here to KO Boxing because of determination. Always been determined. Always felt like he can achieve anything and do anything. He's just that kind of person. He doesn't believe that anything should stop him from doing what he believes that he can do. And we've been supportive. The whole family has been supportive of Lorenzo pursuing this training of boxing, and it's been good for him. I mean, he's always had energy. He's always been a go-getter, you know. So this is like a cakewalk for him.
boxing has helped me with the exercise and to keep me motivated and busy.
I don't want to sound like a big sap, but when you train guys like Lorenzo, you get to train guys like Donnie. I've trained countless students to see them raised to another level. It's not about training and making world champion fighters. It's about making world champion people in life. You know, I can't tell you how many kids that have come in here that were picked on, had low self-esteem, have weight issues, come from split families. The mom was a drunk, the dad was an alcoholic. You know, so I deal with so many different types of people. It's almost like I'm a psychiatrist, psychologist, something. But I just love what I get to do and how I get to give back. You know, I always think of it this way. You know, when we get to lay our head down for the last time, we're gonna have to say to the man upstairs, what did you do with your time here on earth? How did you spend it? What did you give back? Well, I'm not no rocket scientist, all right? And this is my way of doing what I can to give back.